we will see how to send your first request for quotation to your supplier. For that, we need to know how to create a supplier and the product or services delivered by the supplier. Then we'll see how to build and print a request for quotation and send it by email to start the negotiation with the supplier. Let's log into our system and create the request for quotation. One thing to know is that the request for quotation changes states. When it's newly created, it is in draft PO state. When you send it to the supplier, it is in RFQ state. When the supplier answers, it goes to the bid received state. And when we confirm the request for quotation, it becomes a purchase order. Before it goes to the state done, we need to receive the ordered product and to mark the invoice as paid. Let's create a new supplier on the fly. We give him the name of Smart Home. We create an edit. We can say it is a company. Give him a street, city, a zip code, and a country. Let's say United States. We can also provide an email address, odoo demopartner@gmail.com, and simply save this form. Now we can start selecting our products. Let's create 2 new products. Let's say we want to create a fridge. We create an edit in order to type in some more information. It is a consumable because we don't want to manage it in stock. We don't know the price yet, but we know that it will be supplied by our new supplier Smart Home. And we save this form. We can type in the second product, which is a service installation. Create an edit and mark it as a service, which will be supplied by Smart Home. We save and edit. Now we can save the request for quotation and we can send it to the supplier. This will have as consequence to change the state from draft PO to RFQ. We click on send RFQ. We have a template email in which you can add some text and say, please provide your terms and conditions. This is it. And we send this email. The request for quotation will be attached as a PDF file. We send. We can also print the request for quotation to see how it looks like. We open it and we can see that we have 2 products, 1 quantity of each. No price is printed yet because this is a request for quotation and it is addressed to the supplier Smart Home. Now we go back and now we can log into our email address as a supplier. Now we can see the received email, and as a supplier we open it and we can see the request for quotation. You can see it is addressed to us, the Smart Home, for a fridge, 1 quantity, and the installation. There is no price on the request for quotation. We can simply say, okay, we answer to this. Dear, thanks for your inquiry. Prices are $750 for the fridge. And $50 for installation fees. Payment terms are 50 days from invoice date and delivery time is 3 open days. Thanks and regards. And we can send this. Now we log into our odoo system as the customer, and we can see we have received an email in messaging from the supplier smart home. We have his terms and conditions, and we can go back to our request for quotation by clicking on the link here. And before we update this form with the newly received information, we can see that we could see the email from the chatter, which is the same that the one we have seen in the messaging. Now we can open this form in edit mode and update the price accordingly. 750, 50 for the installation. Delivery time is 3 days, so we can manually set it up here. Okay, and you can say in delivery and invoices the payment term is of 15 days. We can save this and say the bid is received, and we can confirm the purchase. We have just sent our first request for quotation, we have received the answer, and we have confirmed it into a purchase for quotation.